can't we get?
I hate to say it, but it might be time for a certain Polk County guy to call it a day. And I've been not wanting to say that for a while, but it might be time for a certain guy. It might be time for a certain guy.
Name.
It might be time for Odell to hang it up.
And man, get the fuck out of here.
I knew you wouldn't like it, but no,
that's emotional. That's you being emotional.
Time out.
You being emotional.
Terrence, I was right there with you, but Terrence, time out.
I know.
Time out.
And you know what? I'll be realized. I'll wait before you explain yourself. I know what you're saying, but it's just like Odell knows the state of Florida, bro. He knows the state of Florida.
I know.
But I get what you're saying. Maybe the culture's changed.
Well, let me ask you a question. Because you're talking about the state of Florida. In the last 4 years, name me a defensive tackle he's recruited.
Okay, man.
Name me a blue chip D tackle he's recruited. Name me a blue chip D tackle. And I'm not talking about last year. I'm not talking about the year before that. Last 4 years, name me a blue chip he's recruited.
You're right, bro. Eddie, well,
no.
Eddie wasn't blue chip. So
Eddie was way before 4 years ago.
Yeah, I know.
Eddie Goldman was 5-star, but that was not 4 years. Eddie Goldman was at the height of Jimbo's run. In the last 4 years.
And that's why there's a balance between me and you, bro.
And I don't want to hear that, because Florida State's not been good. We're still recruiting 5-star defensive backs. Still recruiting blue chip running backs, blue chip wide receivers, but we can't recruit. Florida State can't recruit defensive tackles.
So here's the plus and minus of doing what you're doing, bro. You got a channel, you got an avenue to present your opinion. I'm gonna put you on the spot, and I know this may be what brother to brother would do.
I love it. Do it.
Is it Odell that's changing our defensive line? Is you putting that on Odell?
No, what he's saying is
no. That's not on you, Jer. Hold on. I appreciate your opinion. Hold on. No, I want to hear what he has to say because I think that people need to hear this.
Outside of 1 year, we've been a 4-man front. Outside of 1 year under Taggart, we've been a 4-man front. So don't give me we change defensive lines all the time. We've been a 4-man front.
I'm not saying that.
Outside of 1 year.
I'm not saying you're even wrong to have your opinion. But I want you to go on record for your opinion in regards to where we are at with our defensive front and the people that we're putting up there.
Again.
Because at the end of the day, like as a coach, Odell is responsible, right? That's what you're telling me. That's what I feel you're telling me.
For his position
group. That's his position group. He's responsible for that. So are you saying when different coaches come into town, we've had 3 in the past 5 years or whatever you want to call it.
Right.
Odell hasn't adapted to what his coach, his leader, his commander-in-chief has told him they need. It's Odell.
I'm saying if there's one position that if I'm a recruit and I say there's stability at that position, it should be defensive tackle because Odell's been there since Bobby was there.
Correct.
If there's one position where if I'm a recruit and I say, I know this guy is going to coach me my entire career, it's defensive tackle. Yet we can't recruit one. This last cycle, we didn't recruit one true defensive tackle. The year before that, we recruited one defensive tackle who didn't even academically qualify, so he doesn't count. We're not recruiting defensive tackles. We're not recruiting them, period. We're not signing any. And if there's one guy that should have that faith in these kids in high school, because he's been there nonstop. He ain't going nowhere. It should be Odell Haggins. Yet we can recruit 4-star defensive ends, 4-star linebackers, 4-star DBs, 5-star DBs even. Every position we're still able to recruit. We can't recruit the trenches. That's an issue. It hurts me to say that about Odell. I mean,
it is. It's tough.
He's a Bartow native. I know Scooter Haggins. His
Scoot.
Nephew. Like it's hard for me to say these things, but when I take a step back, I look at the facts. The game, I don't want to say the game's passing him by, but other coaches at the same position are passing him by. The Pitt defensive tackle is doing laps around Odell Haggins right now. The Pitt defensive tackle coach, he's doing laps around Odell Haggins right now.
Charlie Partridge. Charlie
He's
Parker.
doing laps around him. And when I look at college football, I'm like, okay, Odell, I love you, but let's go. You got it. Let's go. Like
you brought him up, and I'm gonna just talk about him because if it wasn't for getting Jess Simpson back at Miami, I know we wanted Charlie Partridge to come through. That's one of the best defensive line coaches in the country.
Yes.
He's a monster.
If not the best. If not the
way
best.
up there.
Yes.
And we, as a Miami fan, when I was like, man, they talking about bringing Partridge along with T-Rob and these dudes, I'm like, that's crazy. Crazy. He coaches penetrating football, and he gets them. He gets them going. All those picking tackles, none of them dudes were ranked top 24/7.
None of them. Not one.
Got everything out of them, though.
And they had the best defensive line probably in college football this past
year.
Agreed.
If they all played, they would have been the best.
Because I'm sick of hearing every prospect say, "I love Odell. He's the GOAT. He's the best at his position." Right? I'm sick of hearing that. But you don't want to play for him?
That's sick of hearing that. I'm trying to understand that.
When I first heard people say, because this isn't a new conversation. In Florida State, this has been a conversation for at least a year and a half. Right. When I first heard people say Odell needs to go, I said, "You're crazy."
I'm on the extremist end of that.
And then I took a step back and I looked at it and I said, "You know what?"
And I appreciate that about you, Alo. You keep it very real with the people that's listening to say, "You know what? I love my program and all of that, but we have to be real. If we want to see our program get to level 2, level 3, level 4 in this process, then yeah, we got to make some, some tough decisions."
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?